Hello, and welcome to How to Divorce the Easy Way, Part 3. My name is Laurel Dietz, and I am the owner and operator of the law firm Alinea Legal Coaching. We guide our clients through low-cost, low-drama separations or divorces. We believe everyone should have good legal help at an affordable price point. As part of our commitment to this principle, we've created this 5-part mini-series to get you started. In this video, we lay out the different processes you can use to settle your financial and parenting matters when separating from your spouse. It's all well and good to talk about what needs to be decided, but how do you get to a final decision? In our first video, we talked about the process to get to a decision. We outlined the 4 different methods you can use. I'm only going to focus on the 3 most used methods. These are negotiation, mediation, and court. You can use each one of these tools on their own or in conjunction with each other. I'll briefly explain when and how to use each one. One way or another, you're working towards reaching a binding agreement or a court order. Ideally, you will be able to reach a binding agreement as it can be costly, stressful, and slow to reach a final court order. Let's start with court. This is your tool of last resort. If you are heading to court, you have tried negotiation or mediation, and it has not been successful. I start here because if the other methods don't work out, this is where you will have to come. There is no point in going to court first if you have not made efforts to resolve everything through negotiation and mediation first. You are prepared for a third party to make decisions about your life, and you are prepared to take the risk that you won't get what you're asking for. Keep in mind, court is very stressful. If your matter heads to court, rocky relationships will be made worse. You will be under an unbelievable amount of stress for 2 years plus, and court is very expensive. If you hire a lawyer to manage your court matter, you could spend tens of thousands, if not reaching $100,000 on legal fees. The end goal with court is to get a court order. There are 2 types of court orders, interim orders and final orders. Interim orders are often put in place to stabilize matters before a trial can be held. Interim orders can be more easily challenged than final orders. Final orders are made after trial or by consent of the parties. These orders will be more difficult to change if need be in the future. The court system is complicated. To make it more complicated, there are practices and procedures in the court system that are not really written down. Lawyers will be an invaluable tool if you are navigating the court system, whether you use them as coaches to guide you through or as full representation. Let's move on to negotiation. For 98% of couples, this is the process to try first. Negotiation doesn't cost anything if you do it yourself. One thing that stops spouses from trying negotiation first is that they think they know what the other person is going to say. Regardless of whether or not a proposal is accepted, there is value in making it and getting the response. In many cases, this will lead you to consider different options based on the feedback or counterproposal from your spouse. There are a variety of techniques and strategies you can use to make your negotiation successful, but above all, you need to keep calm and polite. Avoid being argumentative. Negotiation isn't about bending the other party to your will or crushing them beneath you. If you've hit a brick wall with negotiation and it doesn't seem to be moving forward, you may need to consider stepping up a notch and moving on to mediation. Mediation. Okay. When making even one proposal is too hard, or if you've hit a brick wall with negotiation, mediation is a good alternative. This involves hiring a mediator who is a trained, neutral third party to help you make decisions and keep you on track. A mediator will assist you to have respectful discussions with your former spouse and keep you on track moving towards a resolution while emotions may be high. A good mediator will do a lot of planning before you ever walk into the mediation room. They will be knowledgeable on the areas you need to address, and they will be creative with their ideas for reaching solutions to problems. When you're looking for a mediator, you will find there are mediators who are also lawyers who work in the area of family law. Do not feel like you need to have a mediator who is also a lawyer. Being a lawyer does not necessarily enhance a mediator's skill to guide you towards your resolution. The end goal with negotiation and mediation is to come up with a legally binding separation agreement. A separation agreement is the contract between you and your spouse about how you are dividing up your assets, debts, pension, setting out your parenting arrangements, and any ongoing financial arrangements such as spousal support and child support. So how to use the process? You are not stuck with any one process once you start using it. You can go back and forth between negotiation, mediation, and court. If you're going to start a court application, however, you will want to be seeking legal advice on how this could affect resolution in your case. Because court is very adversarial, starting a court action could escalate matters to the point where negotiation and mediation break down. Now that you have a firm grasp on the tools you can use to get to resolution, we will turn next to the steps you need to take to prepare for resolution, getting started. Thank you for watching. Join us next time for our Part 4, Getting Started. Want more? Visit our website at legalcoach.ca or follow us on Instagram.